Elements four stand around. In union with earth I am bound. Roots hold steady, winds run free. Gaia's protection comfort me.
Hello, my beautiful, magical, spiritually aligned angels, and welcome back to my channel. The sun is currently setting here in the city, here in Los Angeles. I really wanted to create a little bit of an introduction to protection magic for you guys. I wanted to show you guys 5 ways that you can spiritually protect yourself. I don't know why for this video, I just wanted it to be a little bit cozier in here, a little bit, maybe a little darker, a little duskier. Something about doing protection magic in the dead of night, or when the sun is setting, or when the moon is out, it just really hits different. And you guys are always requesting more witchcraft related videos from me, so you ask and I try my best to deliver. Protection magic should be the foundation of any magical practice. Every single witch should be doing protection magic. No one is exempt from this. Every single practitioner needs to keep themselves safe and protected from evil eye or malicious intended entities or even ghosts. As you grow spiritually, you move differently, your aura glows differently, your third eye opens, and this causes a natural cause and effect of being more aware and being more susceptible to all kinds of energies outside of yourself. It takes a deep amount of empathy to properly practice the craft, a deep connection to what is other. And it's really important that you make sure you are secure, that you shroud yourself in protective energy and protective magic to properly ask for protection from your spirit guides, so that, yes, so that you can practice the craft, but also so you can just exist safely in this world, in this crazy, crazy world, to exist efficiently in the most balanced way possible. And the more you vibrate at a very aligned spiritual vibration, this also tends to bring out the shadows in others, which is what makes you susceptible to things like evil eye, or God forbid, a crazy witch war between you and another practitioner. God willing, that will never happen to you, but if you have your wards up and your protection magic in place, then it shouldn't really matter either way if people are trying to curse you, because you are protected. You have to actively dedicate time to prayer, to protection, foster a specific energy, nourish your protective wards, that you keep them up to date, and that you put time aside. You really dedicate time to prayer, to asking for protection, and to just doing any kind of ritual that will bring you that kind of protection. And the more you dedicate time to this and really make it a priority in your journey with the craft, the more safe you're going to be, and the less likely you are to be unsafe spiritually and physically. Spiritual defense matters, as we are energetic beings in a highly energetic world. Think of protection magic as the safety net for your spirit, the shield in which you use to defend yourself against energies that are actively harming you, or energies that just don't serve you at all. This goes for the physical as well. Like if you're traveling, driving, or just walking around and existing in this world, you can also create an on-the-go protection ward bag, which I'm going to show you how to make a little protection charm bag in this video. Right now, as I am presenting myself to the public, I have multiple protection things going on, protection magic in place. I'm wearing black to protect. I am wearing white to cleanse and purify. I have protection braids in underneath my protective veil that I am wearing in the pagan tradition. And I really wanted to be a bit extra today and wear all of these at once, just to give you an example, or a few examples of how you can wear your protective wards or your protective magic on your person. person. I wouldn't solely rely on just this for protection. I really think a smart practitioner, a smart witch, has multiple wards, multiple rituals, multiple prayers, multiple ways of protecting yourself. And there's truly about 5 million different spells, rituals, prayers that you can use, different kinds of glamour magic, etc. So many things that you can use as a form of protection. The limits are truly endless. And I really don't usually wear all of these at the same time. I usually wear like one thing or pick one thing to have on my person as protection, especially if I'm about to go out in public. I almost always have a protection braid in, even if you cannot see it. Example. I have actually talked about protection braids at length in some other magic videos of mine, specifically my glamour magic videos, so make sure you check that out if you want some more information on protection braids. If I know that I'm going to go into a really crowded space, I like to veil up because I'm quite literally like a sponge. I am very sensitive to energies. I can literally, well, at least it feels this way, I can literally read people's minds sometimes. You can ask Caleb, I'm being so serious. If the time and setting and place feels right for me to veil up and wear my veil of protection, to feel safer in larger crowds, to keep my energy to myself and in and safe, I usually would veil up like for events and stuff. I mean, if I'm going into a very crowded space. Mostly, as long as you are doing some kind of protection magic, as long as it is part of the foundation of your craft, then you, my friend, are doing witchcraft correctly. Today, I am going to share 5 ways for you to spiritually protect yourself and physically protect yourself. These are just a few of my personal favorite rituals and spells and prayers, etc., practices for protection. This does range from super basic things that anyone can do that you don't even have to be a witch to do. You can just be a spiritual person, and some different practices that I do think that all beginners should be doing. And it ranges to more intermediate, kind of spicy spell work. And always remember, please always remember to always do your own research when it comes to witchcraft and what feels the most aligned and right to you. Form your own individual connection to your spirit, because that is inherently necessary to be able to cast any kind of spell, especially protection. You have to have a connection to the other realms, a connection to your ancestral line, a connection to your own soul. You have to really do shadow work. There's a lot of steps that are very necessary to take before you even become, I would say, like an intermediate to advanced witch. Like protection magic and connection to your intuition, to yourself, and shadow work, I would say, are the big 3 that you really need to tap into before you continue to walk down your path of witchcraft. And I say this in every single magic video, or honestly every single video on my channel, but intention is absolutely everything when it comes to magic. Otherwise, you are just throwing some herbs together and some ingredients together for the hell of it. So make sure you are setting your intentions, that you're really dropping into your body whenever you are ritualizing your protective shields and your wards, and really feel it in your body and in your spirit, and really try to tap into that third eye space. Really take your time. Take your sweet time with every prayer and ritual, and it's really crucial that you detach from your humanity in a way, or detach from your ego whenever you are doing spell work. I also do have a witch's meditation on this channel that you can do before you do any kind of spell work, including the rituals and spells in today's video, so I will have that linked somewhere up here if you want to check out that meditation and give it a try. But alas, enough talking, enough yapping here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the 5 ways to spiritually protect yourself using magic.
Before you build up the walls of protection for yourself, you must first banish anything unwanted so it doesn't get trapped with you behind these walls. Negative energies can cling onto us, so a daily cleansing ritual is crucial before protection work. Otherwise, it is counterproductive. Banishing can be as simple as using your voice and words to command energy to leave, or you can use some of the following rituals.
Sound cleansing is a favorite of mine due to energies and frequencies going hand in hand. Adjusting the frequency with sound is a viable option. If I am cleansing physical items or parts of my house, I will use a water of some kind. This is indigo water, which is specifically for banishing evil eye, but you can use Florida water, rose water, moon water, whatever you'd like. Smoke cleansing is one of the more popular ways to cleanse negative energy. Some smoke cleanse practices are closed, so make sure you do your research. But my favorite protective specific smoke cleansing incense is definitely dragon's blood, which I tend to gravitate towards the most. Nature is the center of witchcraft, and when I think of protection, I think of myself being wrapped up in the earth and grounded and shrouded in the wisdom of nature. This stems from the pagan belief of the ancient wisdom of trees. If there is something specific that you want protection from, whether it's a thought pattern, an addiction, or another person or situation, ground outdoors, surrounded by the trees, and tap into the spirits they carry. Picture yourself becoming a part of their ancient roots. Voice your wishes and concerns to them. Let their energy recharge you. Connection is protection. A 7-day candle for protection is really reliable and something you can keep on your altar and light daily as you do your protection prayer. I like this candle because the wax is white for purification and the vessel is black for protection, so it's the best of both worlds. I decided to add some protection oil to my candle, as well as some grounding druid oak spray, really leaning into this earthy, grounded, sacred energy. I'm adding black salt to keep negative entities and spirits out, and lighting with intention as I repeat the following prayer. With breath and flame, with stone and sea, I call divine protection to surround me. No shadow may linger, no ill may stay. I walk in light throughout this day. Cloaked in peace, in truth I stand. I call for protection from the goddess, the motherland. Shielded by heart, by will, by hand, no weapon formed against me shall stand. Blessed be, and so mote it be. I'm going to show you how to create an on-the-go protective charm bag. These are great to throw in your purse or keep in your car. It's mainly made with the intention to keep your physical body safe from harm. You will need a protection oil, a black charm bag, a black crystal of your choice. I chose black onyx, some twigs you collect yourself from the outdoors, a protective herb. I ended up going with patchouli, such a great protective herb according to the Celtic witchcraft tradition, a black ribbon or rope, and a piece of paper and black pen. Starting with blessing my hands with protection oil as I work and moving that energy towards my ingredients and tools, setting my intentions every single step of the way using thoughts, words, movement, and my breath. Next, grab your twigs and measure out 2 pieces that you will be able to cross and fit in your bag. This acts as a representation, a talisman, a charm of protection. In the crossed X shape, we are able to keep danger away. I am gluing the pieces together and then wrapping a piece of the black ribbon around the center of my protection talisman, really picturing the talisman as a part of me, a representation of me, and I like to bless the ribbon with more protection oil.
adding it to my charm bag along with a sprinkle of the patchouli and the black onyx crystal. Take a paper and write down your petition, which is just your intentions for your charm bag. I am blessing mine with more protection oil, and I am drawing it in the shape of a pentagram, which signals protection as well. Repeating what I wrote to myself aloud, folding the paper towards me, and then placing it in my charm bag. And that is how you create your own travel protection charm. You can add more items if you'd like, anything that amps up the protective energy. I highly recommend warding your name for defense against gossip and evil eye, to return to sender or ultimately transmute the energy for your benefit, or even a little bit of both. Collecting all of my ingredients and taking a jar I already cleansed, I'm setting the intentions to have my name and reputation be protected, that anytime my name is spoken or written negatively, it is returned to sender, and anytime my name or myself is thought of or treated negatively, it only makes me richer, more successful, and more powerful. I like to make jars to trap this energy, to really hone in on that protection. At the bottom of the jar, you're going to make a petition once again. Write down your intentions on one side and write down your name multiple times in a cross formation on the other. Take some oil of your choice. I'm actually going in with multiple for this jar. The Say My Name oil and Transmute Evil Eye into Cash oil from Moonlight and Sage, and blessing the paper with these. Folding the paper towards me, I'm going to drop that at the bottom of my jar. Covering the paper first with black salt, this keeps negativity at bay and protects you, which is our ultimate goal here, protect and benefit you only. Adding the last 2 cloves that I have for more protection energy. Next, take some basil for abundance, to signal that nothing can truly rob us of our abundance, and if it tries to, it's only able to be transmuted into abundance anyhow. So next, I am taking slippery elm and adding that to my jar, which shields our name from smear campaigns and gossip. If people try to talk down on you, it can only ever fall on deaf ears. It has no real energetic effect. Next, adding some more spicy warding return to sender ingredients. I'm adding a red chili pepper for this reason, and then pouring some honey in here as well to trap energy and turn it sweet, sweeter for me and my name and life. Next, I am adding Mother Nature's Sting. Sometimes protection takes stinging people a little bit for them to know not to try it, so you can add a dead bee or wasp. I am adding a bee. Also, adding sharp objects in general will add to this effect, so I'm adding a safety pin because safety is quite literally in the name. Adding some more protection oil, as well as some of my DNA via my hair. You could also use fingernails. This just makes the spell so much stronger. Adding some earth dirt. Some people use graveyard dirt. Again, incorporating earth energy to really protect us and ground us along the way. Taking my time here and setting my intentions before I seal my jar with a black wax. In color magic, you guys know by now that black is for protection, and to seal the jar seals the fate of our intentions of anyone who talks down on you or your name.
All right, my beautiful angels, I really hope that this video either comforted you, resonated with you. I hope you learned something new. I hope it inspired you. I hope it reminded you to do your protection magic and rituals always. And I just overall hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today in this dusky time here at my altar with my protection candle lit, and the vibes in here are very cozy. But anyways, I love you guys so much, so dearly. I'm going to quickly plug a few things before we go. I have a website, www.carissalove.net, where you can get a bunch of witchy, whimsical merchandise items. So venture on over there if you so wish and check out what I have. I'm currently working on making some more candles because the last batch sold out so quickly, so I'm getting right on that for you, don't you worry. And I also want to quickly plug my poetry projects, specifically my most recent poetry project, my beat poetry project, All Creatures in the Realm of Earth. There is a poem on this EP called Dragon Breath that I specifically created to serve as a protective incantation for you. So feel free to listen to that to really amp up your protective shields and energy, or even use it in spell work if you so wish. That is why I created it, so make sure you give it a listen. And yeah, I think that's all. I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you the next time. May spirit, may the universe shroud you in loving and protective energy. And yeah, I'll see you next time.